My dear brothers and sisters, as the 27th night of Ramadan approaches, something very unique happens across the Muslim world. Masjids become full, Qurans are opened. Tasbih beads move quickly through fingers. People who may not have prayed the entire month suddenly stand for long prayers. But here is a very serious question. Is it the night that is special? Or is it what you bring to the night that makes it special? Many Muslims believe Laylatul Qadr is automatically the 27th night. They treat it like a guaranteed opportunity. They prepare for this one night but forget something important. Allah did not promise Laylatul Qadr to those who guess the date. He promised it to those who search with sincerity. The reality most Muslims don't realize is this. Laylatul Qadr is not just about staying awake. Laylatul Qadr is about waking up your heart. You can stay awake all night scrolling your phone. You can pray, but your heart is distracted. You can make dua, but your mind is somewhere else. And you might leave the night exactly the same person. But another person may pray just 2 sincere rakas with tears in their eyes, asking Allah for forgiveness. And they may leave completely transformed. Because Allah does not look at how long you stood. Allah looks at how sincere you were while standing. Another reality many don't realize. This night is not just about forgiveness of past sins. It is about changing your future. On this night, destinies are written. Imagine if tonight your problems could be replaced with ease. Imagine if your sins could be replaced with forgiveness. Imagine if your worries could be replaced with forgiveness. Imagine if your worries could be replaced with peace. Imagine if your future could be rewritten with barakah. But here is the condition. You must ask. You must mean it. You must turn back sincerely. Many people make one mistake. They prepare their prayer mat, but they don't prepare their heart. They prepare their duas, but they don't prepare their duas, but they don't prepare their intention. They prepare their schedule, but they don't prepare their repentance. Ask yourself honestly tonight, if this was my last Ramadan, if this was my last Laylatul Qadr, if this was my last chance, would I worship differently? Because one day, one Ramadan will be your last. One Laylatul Qadr will be your final opportunity. The scary part is, you will not know which one it is. The successful person is not the one who guesses the right night. The successful person is the one who comes to Allah with the right heart. So what should you really do on this night? Forgive people. Ask Allah to forgive you. Make dua like someone drowning asking for rescue. Pray like someone saying goodbye. Cry like someone who truly wants to change. And most importantly, make a promise to Allah that you will not leave Ramadan the same person you were before it. Because the biggest sign you benefited from Laylatul Qadr is not how you felt that night. It is who you become after it. My dear brothers and sisters, maybe this 27th night is your turning point. Maybe this is the night Allah was waiting for you to come back. Maybe this is the night your silent duas get accepted. Maybe this is the night your heart finally finds peace. But only if you treat it like it truly matters. Do not just pass this night. Let this night change you. Every year, as the last 10 nights of Ramadan arrive, there is a certain excitement that spreads among Muslims. Conversations change, messages start circulating. People begin reminding each other about the importance of the 27th night. Masjids announce special programs. Social media fills with reminders about Laylatul Qadr. It becomes the night many wait for. But here is the painful reality. While many wait for this night, very few actually prepare for it. Preparation is not just about planning to stay awake. Preparation is not just about deciding to pray extra rakas. Preparation is not just about making a list of dawas. Preparation is not just about making a list of duas. Real preparation starts much earlier. It starts with your heart. Ask yourself honestly, did I prepare my heart by forgiving those who hurt me? Did I prepare my tongue by leaving gossip and lies? Did I prepare my eyes by avoiding what displeases Allah? Did I prepare my character by trying to become a better person? Because Laylatul Qadr is not just a night of worship, it is a night of acceptance. And acceptance comes when the heart is sincere. Many people prepare their clothes for Eid more seriously than they prepare their hearts for Laylatul Qadr. They think carefully about what they will wear. They think carefully about what they will eat. They think carefully about their celebrations. But how many people think carefully about what sins they need to leave before this night arrives? True preparation means you start changing before the night comes. You start praying on time. You start making small duas daily. You start reading Quran consistently. You start fixing your bad habits. You start asking Allah for forgiveness even before the special night arrives. Because the one who prepares early benefits the most. Imagine a very important exam. The successful student does not start studying the night before. They prepare days or weeks before. They revise. They practice. They discipline themselves. Laylatul Qadr is more valuable than 1,000 months, more than 83 years. Yet many people prepare less seriously than they would for a worldly test. Another reality is this. Some people prepare their bodies but forget to prepare their intentions. They plan to stay awake all night, but why? Is it because everyone else is doing it? Is it tradition? Is it fear of missing out? Or is it truly because they want Allah's forgiveness? Because Allah does not look at how tired you become. Allah looks at why you pushed yourself. True preparation also means removing distractions. If you know your phone wastes your time, control it. If you know certain conversations waste your night, avoid them. If you know laziness stops you, fight it. Preparation means you protect your night before it even begins. And perhaps the most important preparation is this. Come to the night with humility, not thinking you deserve forgiveness, but hoping Allah gives it anyway, not thinking you did enough, but knowing you need His mercy. Because those who benefit most from this night are not the perfect people. They are the honest people, the broken people, the sincere people, the ones who truly want to change. So yes, many people wait for Laylatul Qadr. But the question is, would you just wait for it, or would you prepare in a way that makes it change your life? One of the biggest misunderstandings about Laylatul Qadr is that many people reduce it to a date on the calendar. For many Muslims, it simply becomes the 27th night. They circle it mentally, they wait for it, they prepare only for that specific night. But the reality is something much deeper. Laylatul Qadr is not about finding the exact date, it is about fixing your spiritual state. Think about this carefully. If Laylatul Qadr was only about knowing the exact night, Allah could have made it clear. It could have been fixed, announced, and known without doubt. But instead, it was hidden among the last 10 nights. Why? So that believers would search, so that hearts would stay connected, so that effort would continue, so that sincerity would be proven. Because Allah is not just testing whether you can find the night, He is testing whether you can find your way back to Him. Many people ask, is it the 27th? Is it the 25th? Is it the 29th? But maybe the more important question is, what condition is my heart in when the night arrives? Because the same Laylatul Qadr can come to two different people and they leave with completely different results. One person stands in prayer, but their heart is full of pride. Another stands with very little deeds, but their heart is full of regret and hope. One is counting how many rakahs they prayed. Another is begging Allah to change their life. And the second person may gain more because their state was better even if their actions were fewer. Your state means your sincerity, your humility, your regret for sins, your hope in Allah, your willingness to change. That is what really determines what you take from this night. Imagine two people making the same dua. One says it like a routine. The other says it like a desperate person asking for rescue. The words may be identical, but the state of the heart is completely different. And Allah responds to hearts before He responds to words. Another important reality is this: your state is not built in one night. It is built in the days before it. If someone spends Ramadan ignoring Allah, then suddenly becomes extremely active for one night only because it is the 27th. They may get reward, but they may miss the deeper transformation. But the one who was trying throughout Ramadan, even if imperfectly, arrives at Laylatul Qadr with a soft heart, ready to receive mercy. That is why consistency matters more than intensity without sincerity. Also remember this powerful truth. Allah is not looking for perfection from you. He is looking for honesty from you. Come with your mistakes. Come with your weaknesses. Come with your weaknesses. Come with your regrets. Come with your broken promises. But come sincerely, because the best state you can arrive with is not the state of someone who thinks they are righteous. It is the state of someone who knows they need Allah. So don't just ask yourself, did I find Laylatul Qadr? Ask yourself something more important. Did Laylatul Qadr find me in a state worthy of Allah's mercy? Because at the end of the night, the real success is not knowing the date. The real success is leaving the night with a changed heart. One of the most beautiful realities in Islam is that Allah does not measure you the way people measure you. People look at numbers. They look at how much you did, how long you prayed, how many times you finished the Quran, how many extra acts of worship you performed. But Allah looks at something far deeper. Allah looks at the sincerity behind what you do, not just the quantity of what you do. This is a mercy because not everyone has the same strength. Not everyone has the same knowledge, not everyone has the same knowledge, not everyone has the same energy, but everyone has the ability to be sincere. On Laylatul Qadr, you may see someone praying 100 rakas. Someone else may only manage 8. One person may recite many pages of Quran, another may only read a few verses slowly. From the outside, it looks like one person did more. But with Allah, the question is different. Who was more sincere? Because one sincere dua can be heavier on the scale than hours of distracted worship. One tear shed out of true fear of Allah can be more valuable than a long prayer done just out of habit. One honest astaghfirullah said with a heart that truly regrets sign can be more powerful than thousands said without thinking. This is why intention is everything. Two people can do the exact same action but receive completely different rewards. One gives charity to be seen. Another gives quietly to please Allah. One prays to impress others. Another prays because they feel empty without Allah. The action looks the same. But the sincerity makes them completely different in value. And this should give hope to those who feel they cannot do much. Maybe you cannot stand long in prayer. Maybe you get tired quickly. Maybe you struggle to focus. Maybe your recitation is slow. But if your heart is present, your reward can still be huge. Because Allah never asked you to compete with others. He asked you to be honest with Him. Sometimes Shaitan makes people think worship is only valuable if it is long and difficult. So when someone cannot do much, they feel discouraged and do nothing. But this is a trick. Do what you can, but do it sincerely. Pray what you can, but pray with presence. Make dua, but mean it. Say astaghfirullah, but feel. Even sitting quietly and asking Allah to fix your heart with sincerity can be a huge act of worship. Another beautiful reality is this. Sincere small deeds often lead to big changes because sincerity opens the door to consistency. And consistency builds real transformation. It is better to do small acts sincerely that continue after Ramadan than to do huge acts that disappear once Ramadan ends. So on Laylatul Qadr, don't just ask yourself, how much did I do? Ask yourself something better. How real was I with Allah? Because on that night, Allah is not counting your rakas the way you count them. He is looking at your effort. He is looking at your honesty. He is looking at your intention. And maybe the deed that changes your life will not be the longest prayer you prayed. Maybe it will be the most sincere moment you had. Because in the sight of Allah, sincerity can turn something small into something azim, tremendous. As Laylatul Qadr approaches, millions of Muslims make the same decision. They decide to stay awake. Coffee is prepared. Sleep schedules are adjusted. Prayer mats are laid out. The night becomes active with movement, recitation, and worship. But there's a deep reality many people don't think about. Staying awake is easy. Awakening your heart is the real challenge. A person can stay awake physically while their heart remains asleep spiritually. A person can pray, but their thoughts are wandering. A person can read Quran, but their heart is not reflecting. A person can make dua, but their words are automatic. The body is present, but the heart is absent. And the true purpose of Laylatul Qadr is not just to wake up your body, it is to wake up your soul. Ask yourself honestly, when you stand in prayer, do you just move? Or do you feel? When you say astaghfirullah, do you just repeat it? Or do you regret your mistakes? When you raise your hands for dua, do you just ask or do you truly need Allah? Because the difference between a powerful night and an ordinary night is not the number of hours you stayed awake. It is the number of moments your heart was truly connected to Allah. Many people unfortunately treat the night like a ritual instead of a meeting with their Creator. They go through the motions because it is expected. They follow what everyone else is doing, but they forget something important. This night is personal. This is your chance to speak to Allah about your fears, your struggles, your sins, your hopes, your future, not someone else's. The heart awakens when you become honest with yourself. When you admit, I have made mistakes. I need Allah. I cannot fix everything alone. I want to become better. That honesty is what wakes the heart up. Sometimes a heart awakens not through long prayers, but through one moment of realization. A moment where you sit quietly and think, if Allah forgives me tonight, my entire life can change. If Allah guides me tonight, my future can change. If Allah helps me tonight, my problems can become easier. That realization brings humility. And humility wakes the heart. Another sign of an awakened heart is when worship stops feeling like a burden and starts feeling like relief. When dua stops feeling like a task and starts feeling like a conversation. When tears come not because you forced them, but because you finally understand how much you need Allah's mercy. And perhaps one of the biggest signs your heart is awake is this. You make a sincere decision to change something after Ramadan, because a heart that truly wakes up cannot go back to sleep the same way. So yes, stay awake on Laylatul Qadr, but ask yourself a more important question. Is my heart awake too? Because the real success of this night is not that your eyes avoided sleep. The real success is that your heart woke up to its purpose. And if your heart truly awakens, then even after Laylatul Qadr ends, your connection with Allah will not end. That is when you know you didn't just stay awake, you woke up. There are very few moments in life where a single night can change everything. Most changes take years. Success takes time. Healing takes time. Growth takes time. But Allah in His infinite mercy has placed one night in the year where the rewards are greater than 1,000 months. A night where forgiveness can erase years of mistakes. A night where dua can open doors that seem permanently closed. A night where your future can be filled with blessings you never imagined. That night is Laylatul Qadr. But here is the reality. This night only changes the destiny of those who take it seriously. Many people know about Laylatul Qadr. Many people talk about it. Many people even stay awake during it. But not everyone treats it like the life-changing opportunity it really is. Some treat it like a yearly routine. Some treat it like a cultural event. Some treat it like something optional. But the successful believer treats it like a rare opportunity that may never come again. Think about this deeply. What if this is your last Laylatul Qadr? What if this is your last Ramadan? What if this is the last time you get this opportunity to ask Allah for everything your heart needs? We plan seriously for things we value. If someone told you that one meeting could change your career, you would prepare for it carefully. You would think about what to say. You would make sure you don't miss it. You would give it your full attention. Laylatul Qadr is more valuable than any opportunity in this world. Yet sometimes we prepare for worldly opportunities more seriously than we prepare for this night. Taking this night seriously means coming with focus, not dividing your attention between worship and distractions. Not checking your phone every few minutes. Not treating the night casually. It means coming with urgency, making dua like someone who truly needs help, asking forgiveness like someone who truly regrets their past, praying like someone who truly regrets their past, praying like someone who knows they depend completely on Allah. It also means asking for big things, not just small requests. Ask Allah to guide your entire life. Ask Allah to fix your character. Ask Allah to remove the sins you keep returning to. Ask Allah to grant you a good ending. Ask Allah for Jannah, because nothing is too big for Allah on this night. Another way to take this night seriously is to be serious about change. Not just emotional for one night, not just spiritual for a few hours, but making a real intention. Ya Allah, I want this to be my turning point. Because the purpose of Laylatul Qadr is not just to give you one good night, it is to give you a better direction in life. And maybe the biggest mistake is thinking destiny only changes through miracles. Sometimes destiny changes through decisions. The decision to start praying consistently, the decision to leave one major sin, the decision to become more patient, the decision to come closer to Allah. These sincere decisions made on a sincere night can change the course of your life. So remember this powerful truth. Laylatul Qadr, what opportunities only benefit those who take them seriously. So do not just let this night pass like any other night. Come with hope, come with fear, come with sincerity, come with determination, because this night really could change your destiny, but only if you treat it like it can.